Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain.
There I am. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? I don't have my light on behind me there. I knew I was forgetting some stuff. Of course I was. But welcome in. It's good to see everybody. If you're new to the channel, I'm Tanya. This is Titanium Built. And I'm just getting that light. There we go. Behind me lit up. Of course my eyes bother me. Of course it's bothering me as soon as I come on the camera, huh? But welcome in. It's good to see everybody. It's good to see you guys. If you guys don't mind, take a second and hit the like button, and that will be great. That would be great. So they do have a live feed outside the house right now. A couple of stations do. So we'll see what the live feed. The last time I checked on it was just a second ago. Oh, there's the lady in front of the camera now. So let's go over there. Let's see what they're going to say, because I was going to just tell you a little bit about the case while we were waiting on them to kind of come up, but I don't. Nope. Okay, so they're not ready yet. I'm going to shut my camera off for just a second and see if there's like an eyelash, or if I need to maybe put some eye drops in. I don't know. That's what stinks when you have one eye and you can't see. You can't tell. You can't tell. So, okay. If you guys see her start talking, I'll try to keep my eye out for her. She's going to start talking now, it looks like. Maybe. So earlier tonight, they did return back to Nancy's home, as they're going to get ready to tell us here in a minute. I did have some questions I was going to go over with you guys as well. But I don't know. She's smiling. So, I mean, they can smile. They're allowed. But, I don't know. It was I think that they're outside of her house. Yeah, they are. Okay. So I do have like a lot of the documents for Nancy's case, which I mean, she doesn't even have a case yet to have these documents, but we do. And we could go over those in this live or another live, but they're basically the documents are, let me raise this up, are just like the house deed, the will. I believe like one of them is the will of her husband, Charles. If you didn't know who his name, I didn't know his name before today. So his name is Charles. And it looks like he died in like 1988. So she's been on her own for a fairly long time, a fairly long time. And I don't know if you guys saw earlier, but the son-in-law and the daughter went to the vigil. I think that's where they were going. They left the house, went to the vigil. Nope, she's just still texting. So we'll just go ahead and I'm just going to talk about the investigation. Let's see if I can. I'm sure one of you guys will holler at me. And welcome in again, everybody. I won't go through all the names, but I do see everybody. It's good to see you guys. I think I'm going to talk. I'm afraid if I get off the screen, they're going to start talking, and then I'm going to like be on another screen, which I could just move the screen over here. Okay, actually, we'll just go. Okay, so this is what I was thinking. The sheriff has come out today, and he had to come out and put out this report because Ashley Banfield said that she had a source, which she doesn't owe nobody nothing nowadays. She's just like me or you or Vincent. She's not at News Nation anymore. She doesn't have that title as TV news anchor. She's a YouTube creator. So she put out some information that the brother-in-law was guilty of this, like he was the prime suspect. And so the sheriff had to put out this. This came out a couple hours ago. It says, at this point, investigators have not identified a suspect or person of interest in this case. Detectives continue to speak with anyone who may have contact with Miss Guthrie. Detectives are working closely with the Guthrie family. While we appreciate the public's concern, the sharing of unverified accusations or false information is irresponsible and does not assist the investigation. No suspect or person of interest has been identified at this time. And let's say he was the suspect, right? And they were sitting on him and they were waiting on him to make a move because they knew Nancy wasn't there. And so maybe he is a suspect. But let's just see, I was so disappointed in the 1.5 million people that viewed that and then ran with it today, because of one person. Because of one person. I mean, I've never seen nothing like it. She's still texting. So, I mean, as far as the sheriff's department, so let's say, like I was going to play devil's advocate. Let's say that, the brother or the son-in-law, did it. And he didn't keep her at his house. I mean, maybe they just impeded into investigate. I don't know. It just seems like there's a lot of impeding on this investigation by content creators. And this sheriff guy, he doesn't really know what he's doing too much. I don't feel like. I think the FBI does. And I think the Border Patrol and the rest of the people around him do, which is good. But I think this case is like kind of out of his wheelhouse. So, yeah, TMZ too. Yeah. Right, Dawn? Yeah. I mean, no, she might have great sources. She might have the best sources under the sun. But you don't just throw that out there, right, before you tell investigators maybe what you found. I don't know. I don't hold no code of ethics to anybody. It's just not something I would do. That's all. I mean, and I'm not nobody. I'm titanium built. That's just me. But this ain't the first time. This is the second time that she's had a pretty big mistake in her reporting. in 2 weeks. And so that's why I get a little upset about it, because I have people emailing me, messaging me. Guess what? It's the brother-in-law or son-in-law. I say brother-in-law, but you know. And I'm like, what? Is she going to talk? She got ready like she was going to talk. I don't want to play the music because I don't know if it'll get me for that. But doesn't she look like she's getting ready to say something to us? Look how dark it is there too. That's how it was down the road from where I grew up. Like my house was lit up. We had lights, like street lights, but if you would go down the road about a quarter mile, there was no street lights. Oh, what's she see? It was like he asked her something and she's like, and then turned around. I'll sit here and I'll commentate over this. And so the person that is replacing Savannah is named Maria Cora. I found that out today too, just a little tidbit of information. And then I was thinking right before the live, I was going to get a hold of someone that I knew that has a pacemaker, but I didn't have time. And I didn't know if they would be able to even get back a hold of me this fast. But I don't know what's going on. I keep looking. But because they have a pacemaker, I was going to ask them if theirs was Wi-Fi capable. I don't think so, unless they got a new one put in. Because I mean, back 20 years ago, we didn't really have Wi-Fi then, like 20 some years ago, like 20 years, something like that when I worked with them. So I don't know if they'd had that capability, but we were hearing that her pacemaker disconnected from like her Apple Watch and stuff like that. And the picture that I put on my thumbnail today, you can see her wearing her actual Apple Watch in the photo. So I do believe that. I do believe that, it disconnected from her watch. Now, if she was dead, now this is the good thing about all this, right? Unless they know, which investigators they could know, they definitely could. But if her medical device, if her pacemaker shut down, like if she was killed, it would shut off, and that record would go to her doctor, like a record of that, right? So, I mean, I haven't heard anything from her doctors coming out, so I don't know. Well, yeah, that's BHB. She'll do that. I should have worn my dum-dum sweater for her. So we don't know if they towed the sister's car. Ashley Banfield said that they towed the sister's car. Anybody else say that? I mean, somebody that could verify it other than I heard this from Ashley Banfield? Everything that you heard from Ashley Banfield, just throw that out the window. Just throw it out the window. Seriously. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but like, you guys know the facts of this case without it. You didn't need that video to know the facts of this case. In fact, you know the facts. Now we're going to learn some more, apparently. They're moving closer, I guess. But I was going to get over the digital stuff. Let's go back to the not digital stuff. So he did, her husband, I think he did pass in 88. Oh, he suffered a fatal heart attack. I was wondering what happened. Oh, is she talking yet? Is this music still going? Yeah, I hate this music. If it wasn't for the music, I would just leave her on. So January 31st this year, at 9:45 p.m., the family members of Nancy dropped her off at her residence in the Catalina Foothills area. This is the last confirmed sighting of her. I'm just keeping my eye on my iPad just in case she says something. At on February 1st, 2026, 2 a.m., Nancy's pacemaker last synced with her devices. And in the morning, she failed to go to church. At 11 a.m., a church contact alerted her family members. Her family members went to the residence and they searched the home themselves, and she was not located. And I heard that from the sheriff did an interview that that they had been in the house for about an hour searching for her before the sheriff arrived on scene. So I don't know. That doesn't make much sense to me, but that's what they're saying, that they were there for a full hour. Wouldn't you think that you would have found some the blood outside the door, or if there was blood inside the house before an hour? Like you would think that you'd go to her bedroom first, or wherever she usually is, right? Like let's say she's likes to lay in bed and watch TV and veg out. I don't know. She's 84. Let her do what she wants, right? Let her live her life. That's where I would go first. Like, you know what I mean? Like my mom, I would go to probably her bedroom first and be like, Mom, are you here? If not, I would go to the kitchen, there'd be certain places, but it wouldn't take an hour. Just, it's a long time. And then you would think you would see the blood before then, but that's what the sheriff is saying. Okay. Now are you going to talk, or are you just going to shake your head back and forth? Well, they got the house lit up. That's for sure. Yeah, it says here, he said an hour, but it says here 15 minutes. So I don't know. But Nancy's car, phone, and wallet were still inside the house, and we know her Apple Watch was left there as well. So those are things that you normally would have with you, especially being an 84-year-old woman. I would think that your purse and your phone would be two things that you would always have with you. So they did find blood droplets leading outside, and the door camera had been removed, which I said something about that last night whenever we first saw the video. And those are so easy to take off. They really, those ones are. So they could have either removed it when they first walked up there, or they could have removed it when they were walking out. Maybe they had face covering on. That wouldn't be hard to do if you have something on over your face. They really just come pull right off, so you can take the batteries and stuff off of them. I don't know, they're easy. My brother actually, speaking of which, I think he had a couple of them stolen from his house. Maybe they're trying to get more inside pictures, but I'll keep talking while they're doing their shots. So Border Patrol units deployed canines on that day, or that towards the evening, midday to evening. At 8:55, search and rescue operations were initiated. Ground searches, air searches, and technology assisted searches began. Investigators observed conditions at the home considered concerning. They said that they thought they were concerning. Evidence suggested that Nancy Guthrie did not leave voluntarily. So, she's talking. Was she talking? She's talking over here. She's not talking over here. Well, she was talking for a second. She said something. She must have said something to the guy. She was talking, but now she's not. I think she was talking to the guy, like her cameraman. As they started the music going, or they had the music going. Is that Brian Etten over there? I wonder. Looks like his little feet right there. Look at him. Is that him with the skinny pants? No, that's not him. I thought it was. It looked like it could have been his little leg. Where's she going? Oh, maybe they told them to move. But there's still people over here. Okay, now it's completely black. So they They just went away. Why did you do that? Okay. Well, let me go over here. Just hopefully it just stays there. And we can go find another one to watch. I wonder what they're doing out there. It says that this is okay. Oh, they look like shit. The family has said some okay. The family has said some things, so this is sad. They okay, so I'm gonna share this with you. So just says Savannah Guthrie breaks her silence about mom Nancy's case. And this is live update. So but it's like live in here. So like down here, see how it says like 8:35 p.m. That's what they're doing like for live updates. This says on Wednesday, February 4th, Savannah Guthrie took to her Instagram to share a video of her brother and sister thanking the public for their unwavering support as their mother, Nancy Guthrie, continues to be missing. On behalf of our family, we want to thank all of you for the prayers for our beloved mom, Nancy, she said in the video. We feel them and we continue to believe that she feels them too. And like they look, I mean, she's smiling. I don't know. He's half smiling, but she looks just so sad. I wonder if it's, oh, well, something went wrong. We'll go back then. Why did it take me to, it took me to Facebook. I don't know why it took me to Facebook, but it did. When we're trying to go to Instagram anyway. This is Instagram, isn't it? Yeah. Yep. It just says I can't go there, which is weird because I was on there earlier. That they just look really sad. But they did hold a vigil today for her. They did do that. I want to show you guys some more of the area, but let's see. I'm going to go to X. Okay, let me see. Let me put our name in because that'll bring up more, and then I'll bring us over there. Maybe. Okay, this is 3 seconds ago. There's the, okay, let's read.
We want to thank all of you for the prayers for our beloved mom, Nancy. We feel them, and we continue to believe that she feels them too. Our mom is a kind, faithful, loyal, fiercely loving woman of goodness and light. She's funny, spunky, and clever. She has grandchildren that adore her and crowd around her and cover her with kisses. She loves fun and adventure. She is a devoted friend. She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
The light is missing from our lives. Nancy is our mother. We are her children. She is our beacon. She holds fast to joy in all of life's circumstances. She chooses joy day after day, despite having already passed through great trials of pain and grief. We are always going to be merely human, just normal human people who need our mom. Mama, if you're listening, we need you to come home. We miss you.
Our mom is our heart and our home. She is 84 years old. Her health, her heart is fragile. She lives in constant pain. She is without any medicine. She needs it to survive. She needs it not to suffer. We too have heard the reports about a ransom letter in the media. As a family, we are doing everything that we can. We are ready to talk. However, we live in a world where voices and images are easily manipulated. We need to know, without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her. We want to hear from you, and we are ready to listen.
FBI has them probably reading these out. They probably gave her the most to say. I'm just gonna say it because they're gonna want to try to bring these people out. If they think there's a ransom, they're gonna try to want to like get those people to come out of the woodwork, whether they have her or it's just a hoax.
Please reach out to us. Mommy, if you are hearing this, you are a strong woman. You are God's precious daughter, Nancy. We believe and know that even in this valley, He is with you. Everyone is looking for you, Mommy, everywhere. We will not rest. Your children will not rest until we are together again. We speak to you every moment, and we pray without ceasing, and we rejoice in advance for the day that we hold you in our arms again. We love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
We love you, Mom. Stay strong.
We love you, Mom. We love you.
Is it? I don't know. I'm not. Okay. Okay. Let's just move on. I pray that their mom's okay. I really do. I hope she's okay. I really, really, really do. That's sad. Yeah. There's something. The mommy got me. Okay, that gets me. That gets me. I don't know. It's just that gets me when people call their mom mommy. Like, I don't know. It gets me feeling all weird. How is the video private? I went over to look at the coverage for the vigil. It says the video is private. What happened? Did we miss something? Let me go to YouTube. It doesn't do anything. Okay. So it looks like we might have a little bit of an update, maybe. Maybe from Brian Etten or something, because News Nation came out with an update. What's her name? Elizabeth Vargas. Yeah. Let's see. They have canine units and search teams. Okay. Well, that's another thing. So they went back to the house and they put the crime scene tape back up. That's like putting the toothpaste back in the tube. They released this house 2 days ago. Or at least over a day ago. It was at least over a day. That means the families probably went in there. Because if that was my mom's house, I would be all up in there looking for clues, you know? I mean, if that was my mom, I would be like I'm going in. I'm going to go check it out. So, like, that's crime scene 101. You only get one chance at the crime scene before it's contaminated forever. You know, if it just like this would just be like just like the John Benet Ramsey case, you know, just letting everybody come in, like those kind of cases. But yeah, he's a I think that he's probably never really been around a case this big, right? I would think he's taken in the spotlight though. Maybe he'll be on here.
Vargas, we begin tonight with breaking news in Arizona. You are looking at a live shot at Nancy Guthrie's home, where there has all of a sudden been a major police.
This was
presence.
at 5 p.m.
Police are roping
Mountain
off
time, so 7 p.m. our time.
the house with crime scene tape.
Eastern
And
Standard
dogs,
Time.
search
Sorry.
dogs, and search teams are all on the grounds. This is all happening as the search goes on for the 84-year-old mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie is now in its fourth day with still no sign of her, and wild speculation filling the information vacuum. The Pima County Sheriff's Department is shooting down reports that a family member is a prime suspect in the abduction of Nancy Guthrie. In a statement today, it said investigators have not identified a suspect or person of interest. The office added that detectives are working closely with the family and noted that, quote, the sharing of unverified accusations or false information is irresponsible and does not assist the investigation. Now, what we do know about Nancy Guthrie is concerning. The sheriff.
She didn't take up for Banfield? Oh, you're off the show now. They're just like, we don't know her. We don't know her, but she helped Brian Enton's career. So Brian will still owe her, like, I feel like a duty to her, but apparently not Elizabeth Vargas.
Says she doesn't have dementia, so she couldn't just wander off and wouldn't do that. On top of that, Nancy has trouble walking even 50 yards on her own. So someone else likely took her out of the house. And perhaps most chilling, she could also die without critical daily medication. Still, the sheriff says he believes Nancy Guthrie is alive.
We have nothing else to go on but the belief that she is here. She's present, she's alive, and we want to save her.
Meanwhile, authorities are investigating several ransom notes that were sent to TMZ and at least 2 other local Arizona TV stations. Tucson's K Gun says it received a note demanding millions in Bitcoin by Monday, or else Nancy Guthrie dies.
That's another thing too. I thought I was thinking, remember, I was like, oh, I thought about that Bitcoin thing, and it's not traceable. It is. It's 100% traceable. So everything you've known before about it not being traceable, it is. There are cryptocurrencies out there. I forget what he said the names of them were, because Vincent was talking a lot. It was a lot. I mean, I like when he talks, but he was going so fast because he was like, really like, he's like, what did you need to know about crypto? And it was a little bit ago, but he did say that it is, you can definitely, when it trades hands, it's just like a bank transfer. Like you can see it.
It is similar to what TMZ reported. These notes could certainly be hoaxes or scams, but the station also said that its note makes specific references to 2 pieces of evidence at the crime scene that have not been disclosed to the public. Police are still awaiting lab results.
So how did they know that they're legit? If you had to name 2 items that were in her house, can you name 2? I probably could. I mean, she has a certain, like, kind of house.
From DNA samples collected at that scene, the sheriff hasn't confirmed whether the samples were blood, but News Nation's Brian Enton went to the scene himself and found a trail of blood leading from Guthrie's front door. Let's go right.
And the sheriff was like, yeah, if that blood was there, my guys would have got it. Like, I don't like, you don't know what you got right now, like, as evidence, I mean, we're not even this isn't even like a case. You know what I mean? It's not like she's dead or anything. It's not like someone murdered her. We're praying that is not even near the outcome, right? But it's like, I'm thinking maybe that's why they went back. Maybe they saw Brian Denton's reporting and was like, oh, because it was a lot.
Now to News Nation's senior correspondent, Brian Enton. Brian, what's
He's
happening
getting a
at the
tan.
house?
Look at this.
You were there when just minutes ago, police arrived in a pretty big number.
Yeah, something significant is happening. More police actually are just showing up. I'm going to get out of the roadway here, but I want to show you, Elizabeth, the crime scene tape is now back up outside the house. There was nothing going on here for the last 36 hours or so. And then just within the last 30 minutes, I would say maybe a dozen police officers showed up, sheriff's deputies, FBI, and they immediately roped off the entire area. I want to go to our drone because our drone has been up in the air where you really get a better vantage point because it's hard to see from out here along the road what's going on. But from the drone, we could see that there was FBI agents, that there was also Pima County Sheriff's deputies that came in. There were canines, and they were not only searching what appears to be perhaps going inside the house, but they were also doing what looks like a grid search surrounding the house in the yard and sort of the terrain. And it's terrain out here. I mean, there's a lot of cactuses. There's not a lot of, everybody lives on a couple of acres out here. They were searching the entire area around the house. What prompted them to suddenly do this out of what feels like almost nowhere? I mean, we've just been standing out here, Elizabeth. It's been totally quiet for the last day. They just all showed up. What suddenly prompted this, we don't know. Something else new in the last couple of hours, Elizabeth, at Nancy Guthrie's daughter Annie's house, which is Savannah's sister. That's about 10 minutes from here. At her house, there's been some action over there, too. We saw federal agents arrive there. They went inside the house, and to my knowledge, they are still inside the house. They've been there for the last several hours. The FBI was also there yesterday. We were told that Savannah Guthrie was also there at some point, so we don't know if they were just going there to give them an update or what the significance of that is, but there's also been police activity at that house too, Elizabeth.
Yeah, that could be obviously just keeping the family up to date on what they're
That's
finding.
what I think.
Not only with their investigation, but with these ransom notes that have gone to 2 Tucson TV stations as well as to TMZ. Brian, have police said anything there? And is it possible they're just putting up crime scene tape to keep reporters back for some reason?
No, I don't think that that's what's happening because it wasn't just a couple of deputies coming out and putting out crime scene tape. It was a whole search unit here. There's another car behind that. And then there's a minivan that about 6 agents got out of. And again, with the drone, we could see that they were redoing a search out here and that they were investigating once again. So what prompted that, we don't know. It's interesting you bring up the ransom notes, Elizabeth. We've confirmed that we learned about the ransom notes yesterday, so that was Tuesday. But on Monday night, when no one was reporting about the ransom notes, they went to Savannah Guthrie, the sheriff did, and showed her one of the ransom notes, presumably the one that went to the local TV station. The significance of that, why they would want to show Savannah the ransom note, we don't know, but we do know they went and showed her and the family the ransom note.
Thank you for watching.
Well, they went to show it to her to let them know, like, this is what we have, like, probably to keep them in the loop. And they don't, and the cops don't really like ransom notes. Like they don't like to give money. They don't like for the families to give money. So I don't know what's going to happen with that. I just know that they usually don't like, the families to give money, which is stupid. If the families want to give it, let them give it, right? That's what I would say. What was I going to say? So I already showed you that what the sheriff said. Let me go down to, okay. I have like little things everywhere. I don't even know why. I have like little, this is breaking news. I go back to her house too, but I think this is like during the day. So we pretty much saw that. I don't want to like re-show you guys things. Okay. And then this is just the sheriff saying there's no person of interest. And then he did talk to Brianna Whitney from Arizona's Family channel. We've watched her on something else. I can't remember exactly what it was, a different case that we covered. But I thought we'd go over it because I didn't see it. I don't know if you guys have saw it. It's like an 8-minute interview. It's a one-on-one. And it says about the investigation, evidence, DNA, and abduction path. So we'll see what he's able to, tell us here, if he's able to tell us anything. And then I'll look up some stuff to see if there's anything that's happened in the last few minutes, because there probably has been something that's happened in the last few minutes. And if you guys don't mind, will you take a second and hit the like button for me? I appreciate it so much. Thank you, guys. Oh, I thought it was in the live. There we go.
Ask you a little bit about the evidence in the house. I know there's some you can't say, but are we looking at blood evidence, written evidence? What kind of evidence was it that led you to believe she was abducted?
Yeah, it's so hard. I get it. Everybody wants this information, but we really do have to protect the integrity of this case. If it does turn into something criminal, and there's just certain things at that scene that the intruder knows, and only he knows. And so we can't let that out. And so that's why I'm kind of holding back. I would just tell you, I've been doing this for 50 years now. And, sometimes you just get this gut instinct when people tell you things that you go, that's not good.
We don't work on instincts, buddy. Work on evidence. What do you mean?
Wrong before. I hope I'm wrong here. But there's some things there that are concerning to us. And that's why we've got our homicide team out there as well.
Yeah, you mentioned, this is something the intruder, only he would know. Do you believe it's a man and only one person? Is it possible multiple people were involved?
Always possible. Always possible. And
You said
as to the gender, we'll hopefully we'll get that download from those cameras that we removed from that residence. Hopefully we'll get something from there, and I'm praying that will break this case open for us, but we'll see. That's
what I was going to ask you. I know that you were trying to retrieve that video footage from the cloud. Have you been successful in that?
So I don't get it, because it would be on her phone. All of this stuff, the cloud stuff for like her Nest cameras, if they were Nest, especially if they were Nest, because that's what we have got Nest. If you have a Ring doorbell camera, it's going to go to your phone. So they have Nancy's phone. All they got to do is open up her phone app, like her camera app. I don't even know if I have the camera app on mine. I'd have to look for it because I got a new phone. Oh wait, right here. But this is a different one. But still, it shows my last time I was online, and woo, we ain't gonna do a close up of that. But the last time this was online was a long time ago. Wow. It's just like our small one. But it, like, look, cloud storage. You would just probably go to your cloud storage or mobile storage. Oh, look at that. This is when we had the light bulb camera outside. But yeah. I mean, and I haven't used this since, 2023? Or something like that? 2023, yeah, that's when I used it. And it's still on there. It's still on there. Yeah, it's the new iPhone. Yeah, I'm going to start doing more pre-recorded videos on this. But I think we're going to use my camera instead, or my other camera. I don't like the phone that much. The phone, I love the phone, but I don't like I don't know. It just kind of shows a little too much on that camera.
Department reviewed it yet?
I don't know where they're at with all of it. I know that they are working with the camera makers. I don't know that there's a cloud. I think it's a server that's the struggle. And so those things are in the works.
What about her cell phone? I know you have it in your possession. Have you been able to review it? Is there anything on the phone that has been an investigative lead or a detail that's pertinent to where the case stands now?
If it's a server, that IT specialist should be able to tell you exactly what server it is. and download that for you. That should have already been given to him.
So we have the phone. We are in the process of that download as well. Probably complete is my guess by now, but and others will take a look through it and see what's there.
Look
But
for the camera.
certainly there's more work to do in the, I'll call it the electronics arena, the data gathering of that forensic evidence. But some DNA, we're hoping maybe we can get a profile of some sort, but everything that can be done in a crime scene, we are doing.
Are you actively DNA testing any items of evidence from the house now? And if you are, how quickly do you expect to get the results from that?
So we actually are, and we have our own DNA.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but he can't, like, he's trying to make up, I think, the lies as he goes. So you'll hear him, he'll like crash out, he'll go, heck, like he's gonna say something, but like he'll skip a beat. Like, just listen to when she asks the question, he like skips a beat every time because he's trying to think. I think he's trying to think. Well, he's not media trained at all, and I think he's trying to think of which way to go about talking about some of this stuff.
Are you actively DNA testing any items of evidence from the house now? And if you are, how quickly do you expect to get the results from that?
So we actually are, and we have our own DNA rapid testing here, and then of course we use a lab, but we've been told that the system here in Tucson is down, so we ran that up to Phoenix today. So hopefully here we'll know something from Phoenix that we can maybe get to our labs and get a rush order done from them. But even
call Idaho.
Then it's still
a
few days off. Nothing's fast enough, right? So,
Right. And even though the technology is a lot better than it used to be, it still takes some time. And then you have to build that DNA profile of the person too. So I get it. I know you confirmed that you believe whoever this person was took Nancy Guthrie from her bedroom, but I don't believe you said there was signs of forced entry earlier today. So
yeah, I won't. Again, I won't go into that. I think people have asked, is there signs of a struggle or those? I just can't get into that right now.
Do you know where the person or people may have entered the home? Was it the front door? Was it the back? Was it a window? Is there any sort of evidence that may show where that is if she was in her bedroom? Again, I just can't get into that.
I would ask him, what can you get into, sir?
We believe we know the way in and out of that home, but I don't want to get into it.
And is that just based on something that either was open or a certain path you were able to trace outside into?
Yeah, I think it's based on the condition of the home as we found it. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a blood trail. I'm just going to say it. Blood trail. I'm going to say it 3 times. It's not there was things knocked over from her bedroom to the front door. I don't believe that. You know what I mean? I believe it was, yeah. And whoever took her, she's not mobile. Like, she's not that mobile. So man, it just seems like this really has to be somebody that really wants whatever it is that they're asking. If it's, I don't know if it's, if the ransom is true, like truly legit, like if it's from the actual person that's done this, or if it's just from, somebody that heard it on the news and they decided to be crazy, because we see it all the time. But they sent us to like 2 different places. I don't know.
In terms of rescue versus recovery, I know you're still calling it a search and rescue. I also know your homicide detectives are part of this investigation. Do you believe
they always bring in homicide? Not always, but a lot of the times when they feel that there could be like foul play or something with the missing person's case, they will bring in homicide. So people keep saying that it's not that big of a deal that homicide's been brought in. You want them to treat every case like a homicide.
Believe you are still looking for Nancy Guthrie alive.
They'll look at evidence better that way, more crucially, I think.
at this point that she could be held somewhere? And if so, do you believe that is local in the Tucson area or that she's been taken somewhere much further at this point?
Can you repeat?
We're just not going to give up hope. We hope she's out there somewhere.
So you still believe this is an active rescue mission at this point?
We hope so.
How's the family doing tonight? I know Savannah has flown in from New York and is there. I know family was the one that reported her missing, that they had seen her before. They were also searching for her. So they had last seen her that night before, then we're also searching. How are they doing with all of this? And are they in pretty constant communication with your department?
Very much so. The family's been tremendous help for us, working with us, cooperating with us. They're as anybody would be, they're devastated, scared, but we continue. They're a strong family. They lean on each other, I think, and they have us too. We're part of their family as well too.
Sheriff, last question for you tonight, and thank you, because I know your detectives are working around the clock. You're working around the clock. This is a tremendous effort for you guys, both from the investigative side and for the amount of media spotlight that this has. So many people obviously concerned. What can people expect from you guys tomorrow? Will you be having a press conference? Do you expect that? Do you expect more information? I think people kind of want to know when they should look for more information that would come from you guys on where the investigation stands.
Yeah, you guys get bashed.
He can't. This guy can't talk. And if anyone says anything about my speech, y'all, he loves the camera. Look at him. He loves the camera. What's you see her face? I had that pause game was really good. She had her eyes rolled back.
As we do in our profession. But we really do lean on you, and we need your support and your help more times than not. This is just one of those times. So we really appreciate all you've done with this, getting the information out there, and it's not easy with this sheriff to get information from. I understand that, but I don't want to hold the press conference to hold the press conference.
Right.
Tonight they're going to get things in. We'll sit down with our team, see what we've learned. If there's something of substance that we think would help with this, we'll certainly
I was wondering where her dog
call a
was
press
too.
conference tomorrow so everybody's brought up to speed. But I can't say that till I hear from my team tonight. I think what
I don't think Emmy was there because Brian Etten would have reported on that, right?
people need to know is we're not going to give this up. We're going to continue to work. We're going to find out what happened here and where is she at.
Yeah. Sheriff Chris Nanos, thank you so much for your time. Obviously, our thoughts are with you. They're with the Guthrie family.
They are taking the crime scene tape an hour ago. Investigators are now leaving Nancy's house and taking crime scene tape down. They were here for about 2 hours. They were inside Nancy's garage. I'm assuming that's her vehicle. Oh, here, I can show you guys. Wait, where'd I go? Because he's got the little drone or something. Look at this. Look at this. Brian, you have already broke the law by going up on that property. That is trespass. That is and taking that video. That is 1,000% trespassing. Now you're going in with the drone. I don't know. I couldn't be so bold. Maybe I could do this. I think I could do a drone. Because then if the cops looked up at me, I could just get away really quick. Yeah, I could do a drone. I think I could do that. I'm just going to turn this down. We'll just watch them. Looks like officers just sitting there walking back and forth. Other guys looking. I guess we can listen to Brian, but I don't think he's saying much. Really?
So I can't tell, are they getting things in the garage or are they just using it to go in and out?
The door's open. Look at the door. That's open. Is that open? No, it's not open. It's closed.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh at that. But no, this door is definitely not open. So that must be her car. There was a white car in the driveway. I don't know whose car that is. Maybe she has two maybe, perhaps, I don't know. Is that pieces of wood back there? Like the yellow? Like individually wrapped or something? I don't know. Well, crime scene. Looks like he's crime scene.
Glove,
Gloves, yeah.
So he definitely went and collected something. It looks like, I would say.
I mean, right there. Like, is he photographing something?
hang on, let me see if I can't.
He was putting the door code in, I think,
I don't know.
for the garage. Yeah, he was putting the garage door code in. Like, everybody's parents has like the garage door code, and it's like your birthday. Like my birthday is October 17th. So let's say my parents don't have one, and they never did, but it would be like 10, 17. So I definitely think someone she knew did this. So yeah, but an hour ago they took it back down. So that's what Brian was saying. He's out there on the scene. So 50, let me see. This is what we were talking about earlier about the ransom letter thing. And then it says investigators are now leaving Nancy's house, taking the crime scene tape down. That was an hour ago. If we go over to the old Google, oh, Mary Beth, look at you being a member for 31 months. Good night, Willows. Thank you so much for being a member for so long and a mod. Thank you. So they did the grid search. They put the crime scene tape up 2 hours ago. And then they took it back. They took it down an hour later. So I'm assuming whatever they went there for, they either found it really quick or it was somewhere close and they just didn't find it. What that could be, I have no idea. Were her car keys there? I know her wallet, phone, and car was there. But I don't know if they said keys. I'm just trying to think of what they would go out to her property to search for that would be in that general vicinity, because they were only there an hour, unless they found whatever, like I said, whatever they're looking for. And I thought even maybe they would go back and they were looking for like the phone, but they already had the phone. I mean, they would have already had the phone. So, man. Let's see what else is trending under her name. She's trending. Oh gosh. Now Trump's coming in on this because, we got to make this a political thing. I just see if there's anything that we didn't see. Because sometimes they'll just like flashing weird stuff on Twitter. I don't want to do that to you guys, but I don't think they're. Four minutes ago, I don't know why this is saying that the FBI has been involved. So I don't know. I guess Trump's people, maybe that's what they're referring to. I'm sorry. Nerdy said sources inform me that they have found shoe prints belonging to Brian Enton on the property. Man, because that's the truth. Yeah, that would be more devastating. That would be I don't know. After Vincent was like, because I asked him who would do like Bitcoin, and he said he thought like a mid-30s, like someone in their mid-30s, and I was like, dang, I thought this person was a lot younger. I thought I just see like someone young doing this. Like somebody criminals are dumb. Like criminals are really dumb, and that's how they get caught. But like to write out, different, let's say ransom letters, if they did do this, if they did do the ransom letters, that's a dumb move. you're going to get caught. You probably licked the stamp, or maybe the tape when you were taping down the letters from the magazine, or whatever, however you did it, or your handwriting. Something will bust you. Something will get you. I feel like that. And he did. Yeah, actually, Vincent did say that too. He was like, I don't mean to be mean. He's like, but like people that are foreign might use that as a way to get money. And I was like, oh, really? And he was telling me about it. It was last night, though, I think. And I think I was half asleep. Hey, Sheba. Oh, I'll wait for the rest of your thing. I think it could be like a worker's family member. Like somebody that maybe isn't directly on the property, but is. And maybe they took the key and they made a copy of it, or they just went there and, they didn't do that. And welcome in, everybody. If she's still alive, it could be someone she knows. Yeah, see, and I think if she were dead, we would know. Well, the police would at least know, because that pacemaker would send an alert to her doctor's office saying there's a hiccup, there's a bump here, like there's something going on in her, with her pacemaker. Now, I was looking it up, and where did I put it? It says, yes, doctors are typically alerted immediately. So it says if a pacemaker stops working or malfunctions, and they'll often look, and then when you have like a routine checkup, they always will like check your pacemaker to make sure that it's, working correctly. And it says routine follow-ups, regular in-person checkups every 6 months. Wow, that's a lot. Involve a device interrogation. Don't interrogate my device. To assess lead integrity and battery status, which often warns of failure months in advance. You have to change the batteries in them things. Oh, they generally last 5 to 10 years, and they provide alerts well before the battery dies. No, everybody that has a pacemaker, I feel for you. I feel like I feel for you. No. I think, no, they get it directly from your pacemaker. Yeah, they can get it directly from your pacemaker. Yeah, because that's what they did before Wi-Fi and all the stuff. It says, oh, okay, they just released the video statement, just like we saw. Is that all? I do have a bunch of stuff I do want to go over. I want to go over like her full timeline, and I want to on our next live, and I want to go over the documents that I do have. Like, they're not like bad documents or anything. It kind of sounds bad when I say it like that. And I do have some pictures off of her Facebook and stuff as well. But let me go down to the bottom. Her husband's death record, the residential property card, the Guthrie Nancy Trust. There's a safe alert, the reward for information, the statement on the ransom notes, the candlelight vigil service. Then there's another couple other statements, property plan. Oh, okay. This is a one-story house. It doesn't have a basement. You guys don't have basements in Arizona, do they? Do you guys put basements in your houses out in Arizona? Anybody know that? I know that's like a weird question, but they don't have a lot of basements in California. So you only have to get them changed, it said Jet Set, like every 6 months or 5 to 10 years. 5 to 10 years. Still, too much for me. Don't hurt my ticker. Just anything but the heart. anything but the heart. It does not say anything about, like breaking news, son-in-law, or I mean, son-in-law arrested, nothing like that. I did ask our good friend Brian Enton, though. Did he get back to me? No, he didn't. Thanks, Brian Enton. You probably don't want to. Probably don't want to do that. But I did ask him. I said, what happened to what Ashley Banfield said? Because he came on earlier and said that there was no, like, he read like the statement from the sheriff. And I was like, you were just on her show like yesterday. And he was like, I don't know. I was like, so are we saying that, she wasn't, maybe who's her resource? Like, everybody has a source. That's why I don't like I hate that word source, because anybody can pretend like they have a source. Anybody can pretend like they get an email from somebody. Anybody can pretend like their phone's been blowing up with text messages and emails all day long, and they just cannot handle life with like that. No, that doesn't really happen. It doesn't really happen. It doesn't happen that in that aspect like that. And it doesn't happen like that anyway. So we'll see what the next. Okay, so it just says about the breaking their silence, like where we just left off on that page where they were doing the, watch the Vanna live recorded video. Yeah, we did. We watched it earlier, Mandy. Yeah. He had his changed at 10 years. He has to settle there 5 to 10 years. Oh. Yeah. I don't know. It's just, I just couldn't imagine having a pacemaker. I had, like I said, I worked with a guy that had one when I was in my early 20s, and it's maybe squeamish then, and I've lost an eye. You know what I mean? Like, I've been through a lot. That's one thing. I mean, if anyone has heart problems, I pray for you. I love Brian Enton too. I do love Brian Enton. So don't, he better not do us dirty. What else did I look up? Anything? Nope, just the pacemaker. The person that was replacing Savannah over in Italy at the Winter Olympics. And her name is Maria Correa, something like that. Correa, I think it's Correa. And then this is okay. So like, I would think if you think that the son-in-law or whatever did this, did he just sneak out at 2:00 in the morning and his wife didn't hear him? Or does her daughter have something to do with it too? Like, that's what we got to think. That's what I'm just going to leave you with that to think about tonight. Because, I mean, like, really, that would be horrific. And I just don't know. I don't think it's the brother-in-law or son-in-law. That's just me, though. I mean, it could be. Ashley Banfield's been, she said, on the news for 38 years. She probably does have sources. But you got to be like, I don't know. I just don't, even if my brother told me something, I wouldn't put it out like that. I don't think I would do that. No. I just, no. I'm like my brother. My brother's like the one, him and Vincent are the two people I trust the most in this world. She does have she's very pretty. It is usually someone close. I will say that. It does usually say that. but it also was her son. So, okay. So if they were the last people to see her alive, they drop her off at 9:45 and then they leave and they go home and then they come back at 2 a.m. and not kill her, but kidnap her. I'm used to murder. Sorry guys, and kidnap her. I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. It's not like she just got that house or something, or she just came into some money. She's had that house since 1988. Her husband died in 1988. And he had signed over the house to her before that. And so, and I have all those documents. We'll go over those on our next live. But yeah, he signed over the house. Oh, and I can show you the house. I can show you the blueprint right here. So this is the patio, and then first floor, patio, carport, and storage. It's all like one big opening. Where the hell's the bedroom? We're missing part of this, I feel like. Why is this all open? I don't know. I'll have to figure that out for you. Let me see. There's the property record plan. Oh, that's the whole area. What is this from? There's a lot of property through there. And I think she actually owns the property beside her as well. If I'm not mistaken, I can't remember the exact lot numbers, like 33, lot 34, something like that. That could be it, because it's like right here somewhere. I think that's the 3. 33, 34 is right here. It could be. And then I do have the 911 calls as well. The 911 call. Shoot, I deleted the main one, but I'll make sure you guys hear it. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. Is this it? No. Okay, that's when News Nation got it. Okay, we'll play that. Okay.
Just got a hold of something. We just got a hold of this police scanner audio from when Nancy was first reported missing on Sunday. I want to play it, and then I want to get to you, Brian, on your take on it. Let's take a listen.
Nancy, a white female, 84 years of age, 5'2" medium build, powder blue. Things after 2,200 hours as of yesterday. Nancy has high blood pressure, pacemaker, and cardiac issues.
Brian, that's key, right? When we talk about the medication, when we talk about the pacemaker, that is a race against time.
We didn't get to hear who was the person making the call. I want to know who was making the call.
Did you take away from that audio?
Okay, that's all the audio, so I won't make you watch the whole thing. But who made the call? Was it? I'm assuming was it her daughter or was it her son? So she's on something for AFib, high blood pressure, and that's it. Those are the two, I believe. Just the two. No blood thinner. I thought she would be on a blood thinner for sure. But when I was reading it earlier, or I listened to the sheriff, he was talking about it. And it was something for AFib. and then something for high blood pressure. Because I remember somebody in the chat said high blood pressure, and I was like, oh, look, that's what it was. Who does he owe money to? Oh, then maybe she is on. Because they didn't say anything about the blood thinner. You know, I know what blood thinners for. I was on blood thinners. I've been on blood thinners before. I've been in a wheelchair. Yeah, they still live 10 minutes. They take care of her every day, I guess. Okay. But they're still saying the people didn't come in until 2 in the morning. This didn't go down until 2. So even if it was just him that took her home, that doesn't mean anything. People take me places all the time. Doesn't mean they're going to kill me. Let's see. It says most people take them, but not everybody. But I mean, you would think that they would. You would think she would, because I mean, she couldn't walk more than 50 yards. Unless she was doing that, unless she, under her doctor's care, he was like, if you walk the 50 yards 4 times a day, then you don't have to take your blood thinner. Then that could be something too, because that's what my doctor did for me. So. But I never had AFib. I just had a blood thinner. No AFib. And then if he did drop her off, he would have to come home because his wife would say, well, where were you? Where are you? Like, that's what I don't get. I don't know. I just don't get it. I would have to be, so I don't know. Throwing a name out there, like, that doesn't, I don't know. That doesn't like resonate with me. I would have to know like the evidence. I figured she probably used a walker or a cane, but I was leaning more towards a walker, maybe even a walker with wheels. I said that last night. I was like my mom had, towards the end of her life, which I don't think my mom ever used that walker very much. No, she didn't really use it that much. Oh, text-to-speech does that to me too. Oh, it does it to me all the time. I'm like, I didn't mean to say that. Yeah, I think she probably used a walker. I don't know for sure, but I would think maybe her walker was left there. That could be something, like that would be, that they would be able to tell. And if y'all haven't seen the moon tonight, look outside. It's like a half a moon, but it's huge. I had a seated walker for my grandma. Yeah, that's what she had. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, it has like little wheels on it. That's what my mom had. I had a regular walker. They wouldn't let me have one with wheels. They were a buzzkill. Just kidding. They really weren't. They just knew that I had to I had to get better. Like I couldn't use one with wheels because I couldn't use this arm or like this hand, this wrist. I could just use my elbow. So I could use my elbow to learn how to walk again, my right arm and my right leg. My left leg had to be up in the air. That's how I learned how to walk again, like this. Like I wish I had videos because I'm like, people are never going to believe this. that she had a cane. She may have had both. Usually people that have like a walker, they'll have a cane also. I know I had a walker and a cane. I got a cane though. It was made for me out of like wood, and it was like really cool. I gave it to my nephew. Is that what it is, Ari? Yeah, like this moon is like kind of creepy in a way. Yep, I do. I just tell him it's spasms every time. I should try that. I should, because his alarm woke me up twice this morning and I didn't even know it. He told on himself. He told on himself. I said, I am exhausted today. I was so exhausted at my doctor's appointment today. When I went to get Botox, I probably still got, I do. I probably still do. Like, probably got marks on my face and don't even care. Like, I was so tired. And I was like, well, usually I like will stop up at Target, and I feel like that gets my blood like flowing. I'm like, I'm gonna go to Target afterwards. It's a new Target, like a different Target. And then I didn't have anything I needed today, but then I made up something so I could go to Target. And then it woke me up a little bit. I think it's just like to walk. I think like the walking, because I'm in the car for so long. This is like my furthest place that I go, which is about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and 22 minutes away. So. Oh, and you can't see the comments. And then I'm just like talking to them. They might be over here in this live. I don't know. I'm exhausted tonight. It's been a long week already. I think, it's because I had two. I had 2 appointments today. Target is so dangerous. I love Target. If you were in this live and that's one thing you want to know. If you want to know one thing about me, that I love Target. I'm not going to talk about my dogs or no Vincent or my cat or nothing. Target. I thought about doing giveaways for the second channel. I want to do giveaways on this channel. Obviously, we used to do giveaways. I want to get back into that. But on the second channel, I thought about doing like makeup giveaways and stuff like that, because it's more of a life vlogging kind of channel. And I thought about getting those little Target. They have Target baskets. Like, when you go in and you get like the little Target basket instead of like the cart. They have those and they're like $10 and they're so cute. And I'm like, that'd be so cute to put like little makeup and stuff in and like give it away as a gift. Because it would, like, everyone knows I love Target. They should just sponsor me. I'm wearing stuff from there right now. This stuff is from there. Matching set. I have it in blue and red too. I swear, Target, if you do not sponsor me, they should. We should start tagging them on every X post I make. I could be like, anywhere in this house, you just point to something. It's probably from Target. It's Target or Amazon. And thanks, Otto. And thanks, guys. I appreciate it. I am a warrior. I'll admit that. I am a warrior. Also, I'm not going to say that, no. I'm going to say, don't flatter me, because I am. Anybody that's had to put metal all through their body, y'all are warriors too. Shoot. Someone has metal. Someone said they had metal in their lung in here the other day. I said, I don't know how that works, but I don't want to know. I try to pick up so I don't have to go in. You know what? I should start doing that. No, I won't. I won't pick it up. That would save us so much, probably. I usually don't get anything unless it's on sale. I'll say that. I am like the best at getting the best deals. That's just what I'm good at. I should be like, I don't know, on like a TV show or something for that. 2 metal heart valves. Maybe that's what it was. My goodness. Heart valves? No. I don't know how you guys can do the hard stuff. I mean, you have no choice. You have no choice. You have to do it. But I mean, I will be good if I don't have to have any problems with my heart. That scares. That's scary. That's the one thing, like one of the one things that really, it gives me these scares. I thought so. Yeah, they're long. Oh, thanks. It is comfortable. And it's on clearance. When the guys take me out of town for my birthday meal. Aw. Well, I hope you have a great birthday and go to Target, because these are all on sale. It just depends on what Target you go to for the price. I don't like that. I feel like if I go to this Target here, if I go to Target up in Columbus, I should have to pay the same price. It is my favorite store, Auto. It really is. I love it. It makes me happy. I think it's because it gets me out of the house. Like, it gets me to go do something, and I talk to people while I'm there. And just, I don't know. I was like, hello. I really don't do that. But I do say hi to the guy back in the electronics, because that guy, he's been working there for years. He's been there for like 7 years. He's been there since before COVID. And he still wears his mask every day that he goes to work. I'm like, he don't trust none of us. He just doesn't. He's like, I don't trust none of y'all. I'm wearing my mask still. I couldn't breathe in those whenever I worked in a store. Oh, wow. I couldn't imagine how bad you had to be to replace 2 of them with metal. Things Jet Set. I know. I'm going to ask them. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to be like, how do I get a sponsorship through you guys? They'll be like, you got to be like a celebrity. I'm like, well, I'm not. But I got a lot of people that know I like Target. Oh, your birthday's today and you're here with us? Aw. But you're waiting for your son to come back. Aw. Off the oil fields. You're going to have a great birthday. You're going to have a great birthday. I bet you will. When you've celebrated. Not, I hope tonight was a great night, though, for you, too. I hope you had a great birthday. St. Louis. It was good. Yeah. I would want to go somewhere big. Sheba, usually just, email me and I can send it to you. Let me put my email in here. I usually just have them send it to Vincent's. And I appreciate that. Yeah, just email me and I'll send you the address. Yeah, that sounds scary. Like, oh, I would do my thing again like 40 times over before I do your thing once. Maybe 50. Before I do your I don't want to try yours ever. Metal in your heart valve now. I mean, they say that they want to take it out of my face. I'm almost down for it. Other than the fact that he wants to cut me right here. Why not just pop the old eyeball out? That's how we do my surgeries. We've always done them like that. I'm gonna ask him that. I don't know if I think he might be losing it up there. Because we've never cut me except for one time to take my eye out. And that's like over here. And you can see it. It's right there. Like the little bit of you can barely see it. Hey, Kelly. Thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Kelly rolls in here and just drops 5 memberships on us. I don't know who got them. I can't see it on this one. Can I see it over here? Let me go back. It's on the phone one. Oh, whoops. Oh, look. Okay. Mississippi RN. Karen Jennings. That first name that got me for a minute. I was like looking at it. J.K. Lee. Brittany got one. Skylar, the South Park fan, got one. Your neighbor's daughter put grease on the stove and we lost our apartment. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Sheba. That's very nice of you. I was reading the chat. Your neighbor's daughter. That's crazy because my mom lost her apartment from somebody. He was cooking something, we'll say, at 6 a.m. We didn't know this person. My mom had just moved in this little apartment. My aunt had picked it out for her and everything. It was terrible time for her. And I don't mean to laugh, but we laughed about it at the end anyway, because it was like, really? But her neighbor caused her to lose her apartment because they caused a fire. And when you have a fire, you have nothing. You wake up with nothing. I should own stock in Target, but I think it was down like recently because I asked Vincent about it. Because I was like, I'll put some money in Target stock. Yeah, they sent me up to Ohio State. They weren't even going to let people near Chillicothe, Ohio, touch me. They were like, we'll let you give her some blood, and then that's it. Like, and stabilize her. Don't touch her. I don't touch her. Nothing. Don't touch her. Nothing. Nothing at all. And I was like, when I woke, I actually said that. I was like, this is a Chillicothe. I remember saying that, and I remember saying, like, whoever made that call, thank you. Like, and then I passed back out. Like, I don't remember the rest of the night. Get hammered or missed it. Rain and wind is never good. Oh, yeah. We had a first dog to sleep 2 weeks prior. Oh my gosh. That happened. Are we living the same life? I'm not kidding you. Okay. My mother moved to that house. She lived there. And then I would say within a couple months, so within 6 months, we had to put our dog down to sleep. It had nothing to do with the fire. They were totally two separate things, but that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, are we living the same life? That's how it was. Okay. You live in Chillicothe. Yes. It's your birthday too, J. Kaylee. Well, look at that. Oh, well, tell him I said thanks, Casey. That means a lot. Thanks, Otto. That means a lot. Oh, thanks, Kelly Davis. Yeah, Katie was. I love my Katie. She was something special. But these two over here, they're laying together right now. They're the gray one was looking at me. Man, she's good. She was like looking up at me all cute. But no, these dogs are my everything, and that cat. And you guys will be the first to know. You'll know it when something happens. They're getting older. I mean, they are. We can't all live forever, but if we could, right? I bet you they'll be years from now. I was watching a video, and they were talking about like how in Japan, I think it was Japan or China, one of the two. I can't remember now that I said it, but they they're starting to regrow like teeth. Like they're in that like development plan, like phase of their like technological world that they're regrowing teeth or something, or like they're close to it. And I'm like, hello, that would be nice. Like, can you send that over here for us? I love all fur babies too. You have a grand dog with both titanium rare knees. Oh my gosh. I bet that dog's precious. Man, happy birthday. Happy birthday, everybody. Well, shoot, I'm going to say it's my birthday next. Titanium built plate in your skull and 4 titanium screws in your ankle. Wow. I had the screws in my ankles and my knees, and I broke one in half. Those screws are thick. Do we know how I did it? We sure do. Did I hop up out of a car a little bit that I shouldn't have been doing with just getting metal? Yes, I did. I jumped out of the car. I jumped down. I didn't jump out. I jumped down. Like, it was only like this much. It was just enough. My mom was getting stuff out of the back and she wasn't getting to me fast enough. I was being a pain in the ass. I was 28. And I was like, I'll just get out. I'll be fine. Like, I just thought I'll be fine. And I wasn't. But I'm good now. They just took them out. They're like, we can just take these screws out, leave the rods in. I was like, okay. I swear I am the best. I'm going to say it. I'm one of the best patients out there. I'm literally just like, whatever. Like today, my doctor walks in and so my neurologist comes walking in. He was like, oh, he's like, I was so excited. He's like, I knew my true crime girl was going to be here today. He's like, I've been wanting to ask you about the Tepe case. How do you think he got in? Like, he wants to know how he thinks, or he wants to know how Michael McKee ended up, how he got into the Tepe house, you know? And so we were talking about that. And this guy comes in behind him. And I'm like, oh, you got a student, which I don't mind. I love teaching the students, but this is needles, right? This Botox. And he's like, you could do the last 3. And I'm like, I was like, you were so lucky this is me. I said, I bet you that's what you did that on purpose. 10. Oh my goodness. Oh, I bet she is spoiled. My dogs are spoiled. They're very spoiled. Like the gray dog, we have 2 big dog beds. Like there's one over here, you can kind of see it. But the gray dog has to sleep with the brown dog. That's why sometimes it takes me, if I say like, you know, something for a minute, like I'll be in a minute. That's what it means. That's where I have mine in my tibias. Me too, TM. Look at that. We're twinsies. Doesn't it hurt? Does yours ever hurt when you're just walking? Mine hurts. But mine hurts where like the bone came out my leg. So I don't know if that's what it is from like old scar tissue or if it's the metal. Probably a combination. Oh, thanks, Magda. It took a long time to get back to where I am. But I mean, I'm doing pretty good. I don't really need help with anything. I do need help. I lie. I don't really need help when I go shopping, like at the mall or anything. But it's nice to have Vincent there because when you're blind in one side, like, I don't know, sometimes it could be like overwhelming if there's like a lot of people around you and you're trying to look at something. Like you'll be looking for something and you'll just forget it. Like you're just like, never mind. I don't know. You'll get like upset with yourself. You can't find it. So like, he's always good at like finding stuff and helping me. And then if he ever needs anything up super high, I climb the shelves for him because we're like the same height. They do ache a lot. Yeah, mine do too. Well, I'm going to jump off here. I think I was waiting on Vincent to come home, but he's been doing Instacart still. He does it every day. I'm like, you do not have to work today. He thinks it's like Supermarket Sweep. Remember that show, Supermarket Sweep? Because he told me, he's like, I feel like it's a video game. He's like, but I get paid. He just wants to be the best. I'm like, okay. And he has a great job. I mean, like a fantastic job. Like, I mean, the best job he's ever had. He works at a huge children's hospital. If that doesn't tell you, and it's not Columbus, so that'll tell you what it is. If you look in Ohio, there's only 2. But and he's like an IT engineer, so he's doing his dream job too. But I don't know, maybe he's going to apply for Supermarket Sweep. I told him to. I will get him on that show because I used to want to be on that show when I was a kid. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. If you're listening in, thank you for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow. I have to go to the doctor. So maybe I'll do a live when I get back. If not, I'll be back on tomorrow night. But if anything breaks, any case news or anything happens, I'll be back on. I'll do a video short. I've been trying to do video shorts as much as I can. I actually, oh, okay. Thank you. That's really nice. Thanks, Shiva. I'll have to look at that. But yeah, you watched the grandkids today, Jen? Oh, that sounds like fun. Grandkids sound like fun. I have nieces and nephews. They're fun. They are fun. Well, that'd be so sweet. Thank you, Shiva. Have a good night, Maga. Does he Uber him? Yeah. Benson's just like, I'm like, you don't have to do that. Like, and then I feel like, well, should I get a job, like another job? I mean, I have my store, but like, do you want me to do something? And he's like, no. He's like, no. He's like, he used to do Uber. When he first got his BMW, he did Uber, and it's because he liked driving his brand new car, you know? So that's probably what he's doing now. So thank you. Okay. I appreciate it so much. And if I don't look at it tonight, I'll look at it definitely tomorrow morning when I wake up. But thank you guys all for being here tonight. I'm going to rest up. Today, really, just 2 appointments. I was like, I'm exhausted. But the news, it's not that bad. We don't know if she hasn't been brought back yet or anything. But actually, you know what? Let me just look up Nancy real quick, because what if we get off here and then it's like, So, okay. So just the emotional plea, her daughter came out, her other daughter, her son, they all came out and they did a plea for their mother. They're saying time is not on our side. Oh, that's sad. Family seeks proof for proof about the ransom note. They want to know, is this legit? And then there's been a letter put out by the sheriff that there are no leads and there are no suspects in this case. Ashley, got a little ahead of herself. She got a little ahead of herself. I'm going to start coming out with sources and all kinds of stuff. Y'all are going to be thinking, how's Tanya have all these sources? Just mind your business. If you hear me over here going, I have 15 sources that tell me, just kidding. I wouldn't be able to do that with a straight face. And we missed you, Otto. It was so good to see you. Oh, thank you. And Vincent he is a good one. I'm extremely lucky. Thank you guys all for being here. I will see you guys all later. Have a wonderful evening. Lock your doors, set your alarms, all that stuff, and make sure you got your cameras turned on and everything. People out there they're not right. They're just not all there. So be careful, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Tonight, we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt.